Can you name 3 underrated game series you'd recommend? And by underrated, I mean doesn't get much exposure, doesn't have rep in Smash. So, no Dragon Quest or SMT. First off, yes. Second, SMT is not represented in Smash. Joker's from Persona 5, which doesn't have Shin Megami Tensei in the title. But I'll abide since you don't want me to mention SMT for the 100th time. 3. 3, 3, 3. 3 is the luckiest number. You know what I mean? Sure, I could do that. First game series I would like to recommend is definitely underrated. We've only ever gotten one localized, and it's a shame. It's a shame the way they don't localize these games. And it's the Retro Game Challenge, otherwise known as Arino's Challenge. This was based on a Japanese variety TV show that you can watch episodes of on, I think, YouTube. They used to have a full playlist, but I found it hard to find them lately. You could probably find them on the interwebs. And in this series, Arino was the host, and he would basically sit in like a office, and he would play a game from start to finish and document his experience along the way. And he was also like, he would throw a bunch of quips in there and funny stuff. There's some good episodes you can watch. Like I love the one about Takeshi's Challenge. I think that puts that game in an interesting light in a way that doesn't necessarily defame it the way most internet celebrities on YouTube do. And as a fan of Bito Takeshi, I appreciate that. And the other thing is, like, he's also got this kind of Dragon Quest aesthetic in the show where he uses like the Dragon Warrior animations on the NES, and he's like the king or something, and every day is like a new challenge or quest. And so that's kind of a cool aesthetic thing. Now, that's about the TV show. The game itself is kind of a variety game pack in and of itself, with fully competent arcade-style games that range in genres from racing to puzzle and also RPG. They throw a little RPG in there. So I like Retro Game Challenge. It's fun. There's a lot of games within the game, and it's comedic too. All while you're clearing challenges within these games, you unlock the full game, and then you also see, like, it takes place in kind of like a Japanese household with like 2 kids playing on their Famicom, and they basically like earn the next game, and so it's funny. It carries over some of the humor from the show. So that's the first series I would recommend that is definitely underrated. The second one I would like to recommend that is underrated is Koro Rinpa. Koro Rinpa, if you don't know how to pronounce Japanese. Spelled with a K, as in carrot, not C carrot, the carrot like as in gold, but anyways. Koro Rinpa is kind of a marble simulator where you guide a marble to the finish line. And I played these ones on the Wii. There are 2 of them, and one of them you can use kind of like animal-style marbles. I had like a penguin one. And you unlock new marbles as you go. Now, if you hate motion control, it's not for you. But if you like that kind of marble game where it's like a tabletop and like you hold it and try and get to the center, this is for you. There's a lot of quirky, fun challenges, and I happen to enjoy that and that aspect of the Wii. The Wii? And Koro Rinpa is definitely one worth checking out. I think there are ones on the Game Boy Advance as well, but I don't know. It's not for everybody, but for the people who it's for, it's a very unique experience, and I enjoy it. The last one I would like to recommend is not a new one. It's one I've talked about before, and it's brutal, and I've never even beaten one, but I would still recommend it for the uniqueness of the experience, and that is Shiren Mystery Dungeon, or Shiren the Wanderer. It's the whole series, really. They're brutal, man. Every one I've played, I've gotten my ass kicked and either had to restart the chapter or the whole game. And despite not having finished one, I still think that the experience is engaging enough and intuitive in a way that makes me want to keep trying and just enjoy the thoughtful nature of the experience. Mystery dungeons are essentially a series where every time your character moves on the board, every other enemy on the board will move. And it kind of plays like chess in a sense, in combination with this kind of roguelike get to the next level sort of thing. And Shiren is especially unique in its style. Shiren has this kind of like top hat. I think you would call him a ronin in Japanese, otherwise like a nomad or a wanderer, as you know the name suggests. And he's also got like these little cute characters that come with him. Kopa, I think, is this little ferret, and he comes with him for the ride. Sometimes Shiren will also pick up other travelers. They can come for the ride, and like they'll do their own thing. They'll follow behind you. They'll help out in battles. And as you clear each stage, you'll level up. You'll pick up items. You confuse them, but sometimes you don't know what they'll do, so you want to be careful. I'd say it's the next step up if you played something like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or the Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, which is also fun. Now, I think it's like the most authentic Mystery Dungeon that I've played. Now, I enjoy Chocobo. I enjoy slightly the Pokemon ones. I haven't tried the Tornico ones. Those are too far out. And but Shiren, I think, it feels very native to Japan. And it feels like a real ownership of the Mystery Dungeon style. You eat like onigiri in order to charge up. Onigiri is like this little rice ball with seaweed. And so it just feels authentic and natural. And I'd like to be able to clear one. So maybe that's a pipe dream goal for the next year or two, is to clear a Shiren game. Those are my 3 series I recommend. What do you think? Do you like those series? Have you tried any within them? What would you be willing to try? And then what are 3 underrated series that you recommend? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for the question, Alex. Moving on.